We have made it to Friday, as Alyssa,
man.
our producer, just said. Good Friday morning, of course, Friday morning, and welcome to KSAT News Now. What's up, David? You've been with us for a couple of days this week.
3 times this week. It's been turning into a habit. It's a good habit, though. The thing about Friday is this is a 3-day weekend.
It is.
So, man, just go home after everything that we've been through over the last month and a half.
Yeah.
A little break, go home, kind of relax.
Kind of, exactly, yeah. It's been a very busy news cycle, and we've seen, of course, a lot of big national stories here in our area. And just want to remind you guys, we are, of course, streaming daily and also podcasting. So, David, you're a podcast host now. Do you like that?
Oh
Can
man,
you add that to your resume?
Podcast thing. Could I add that to my resume? What do I put? Podcast host?
Yeah, that works.
What I put down
there?
there?
That's what we're doing here. Yeah, this morning on KSAT
I'm
News Now.
a streaming live podcast host.
So this morning, of course, we're going to be talking, since David and I, we got a little bro show stuff here. We're going to be talking about this free agent frenzy in the NBA. And David, what are the Spurs doing, man?
I have no idea. Do they know?
I don't know.
I assume they do. They're the ones that make all these moves. But
here's some strange time for our San Antonio Spurs.
Remember that 20-year span of nothing but wins and championships and more wins and more? Not anymore.
Yeah, that hurts.
Them days are long gone.
Yeah.
For a while. I also got the latest on Brittney Griner, of course. She was in court today in a courtroom just outside of Moscow. So we'll tell you what happened with her in that court appearance. Yeah,
that's been, of course, an ongoing situation there with Brittney Griner. And also, we're going to be talking a little bit about what's in store for the busy holiday travel weekend as we get set for 4th of July, David.
Yeah, I think we asked some questions to some of our viewers, like, are you leaving the house?
Yes.
Are you even going to venture out and try to get on the road or try to catch a plane?
Yeah, some interesting responses so far here, and we will talk all about that in just a bit. But first, we're going to start in Uvalde, David, where there was a big city council meeting there yesterday. Yeah,
there was a wide range of emotions played out Thursday afternoon inside the Uvalde City Council special meeting. People voiced their anger and frustration with the lack of answers going on with this investigation more than a month since that mass shooting at the Robb Elementary School.
That's right. Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin said that the city's hands are currently tied and that the council cannot release records or information on the shooting at Robb because it would interfere directly with the state DPS investigation and also an ongoing investigation from the Uvalde County District Attorney's Office.
That residents also called for the removal of Uvalde District Attorney Christina Mitchell Busby and embattled Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo was not at the meeting. You were there.
Yeah. So that was going to be a big question going into this meeting, and right away it was apparent that he was not going to be making an appearance there. So now, if we're kind of backtrack a little bit, Mr. Arredondo is a city council member as well. So this is now his second consecutive missed city council meeting, meaning that he could be removed from the council if he missed a third straight meeting. And right now, the city of Uvalde has on their schedule that July 12th is their next
I was going to
regular
ask you
council meeting.
When their next meeting was. So that's not till July 12th. So that's after the holidays.
Yeah.
So
and David, of course, the mayor there saying that they would be prepared to take those steps to remove Arredondo from his city council position if it came down to that. I found it also interesting. The mayor also said that he has not had any direct contact with Arredondo since Arredondo asked for a leave of absence to not have to go to the city. So he said he has not heard from him at all.
And so they denied that leave of absence, which is why they're counting these non-appearances at city council meetings. So he's up to 2 and 1 more, as you said. And you can only imagine the frustration in that entire town without being able to get any answers through this investigation yet. So you hope that at some point they're going to be able to release some information just so they can calm some of these nerves and some of this anxiety and some of this frustration with the people down there. You can only imagine, I mean, after all that's happened, and now they have to sit and wait and wait, knowing full well that this investigation is going on, and knowing full well that they're getting some answers. So hopefully they'll have some for these folks here pretty soon.
Yeah, very intense meeting there, and of course emotional meeting there yesterday with a lot of those residents, and some of course family members were there, relatives, citizens that are just trying to find any sort of answers to what has been going on there. So again, that meeting, the next regular council meeting is July 12th, so we will continue to follow all of that, David.
All right, let's take you over to Russia, and we've got the latest in court across the country with Brittney Griner, WNBA basketball star here in the United States. She's actually plays in Russia, but right now she's being held in a detention center there in Russia for apparently breaking some of their laws, as they say, some drug charges filed against her.
Yeah, so let's go back a little bit here. She was arrested in February at the Moscow airport for having vape canisters and cannabis oil in her luggage. And of course, as we just said, has been in Russian custody ever since. So at a closed-door preliminary hearing on Monday, her detention was extended for another 6 months to mid-December, December 20th, and her next court session was set for July 7th.
Of course, if she is convicted, then she could face up to 10 years in prison, and that's for a large-scale transportation of drugs, from what we understand. Officials here in the U.S., the State Department, and whoever else can get involved, are trying to see if they can get her out of Russia and see what they can do to solve this problem. A lot of folks think it's just retaliation because of the fact that the United States is supporting Ukraine. And
sanctions or bans and things of that nature as well. I have seen some media outlets report that there is some speculation that there could be a possible prisoner swap between the two governments, but right now, of course, U.S. officials are not commenting on that matter. And then I think it was a week ago when Brittney was supposed to talk to her wife on the phone, and there was a mix-up at the embassy, and she wasn't able to get a hold of anyone. No one was there.
She called and nobody was there. Nobody answered the phone, and she was actually said in an interview that we had earlier today that she's done it several times. She's called more than once, and nobody will answer the phone. Nobody will talk to her. So her Griner's wife is very upset that she doesn't think that these U.S. officials are doing everything they can to get her out of there, and she can't even get through to the State Department or the embassy over there in Moscow to talk to her. So.
Yeah, been a very difficult situation there for that family, and of course, hopefully she is, hopefully she's obviously not safe, but hopefully that she's being okay and being able to some way communicate with her family. All right, David, switching gears a little bit here.
Back here at home, going anywhere over the 4th of July?
That's exactly the question that we are asking people here this morning on KSAT News Now. Well, if you're traveling this holiday weekend, we have, all right, you want the good news first or the bad news?
Let's go with the bad news, so then you're left with a good taste in your mouth.
Yeah. So, okay.
Or are we going to start with the good news?
Let's start with the good news.
Okay,
you know what? It's Good News Friday. Here we go.
Good news.
Let's start with
Friday.
the good news.
Okay.
AAA reporting this morning that gas prices have actually ticked down a little bit since last week. And noticed this too as I filled up the other day. And guess what? You may not see as much traffic on the roads or highways.
That's because people can't afford the gas. They're staying at home. All right, so now we'll get to the bad news. We'll make the bad news real quick, and then we'll get on to some more good news. If you're flying, you might have to deal with flight cancellations. Some airlines are saying that they have staffing issues, and that's part of the problem. And then, of course, they're going to blame the weather, and the weather probably good all across the country, but they'll still come out with one. And then airlines are blaming the FAA, and then blaming the airlines. Okay, so so if you're flying, you might get canceled or you might get delayed, so just get ready. Okay, so let's find some good news.
Yeah, so because flights here at an all-time high, of course, post the pandemic, plus workers at a bunch of different airports and airlines being stretched pretty thin here. So off-duty Delta pilots have been picketing at airports across the country protesting their overtime this year. So a lot going on.
You know, my wife and I flew a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Not a delay, not a cancellation.
Lucked out.
Zip. I think some other people are in the newsroom have flown lately. Man,
yes.
Zip. So good luck.
So
cross your fingers when you get to the airport.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of that's basically what you have to do. Hope for.
But here's the good news: when you fill up to get to the airport, the gas is a little less.
Yeah, that's true.
It went down like 3 cents last
So
night.
these, it did, it did. So airports, obviously, and airlines asking travelers to be patient and, of course, plan for any of these delays. And yeah, if you're still
So we got some people traveling.
Yes, we do. Let me take a look here at some
What do you
responses
got?
that we've got. Okay, so we asked people, are you still planning to travel this holiday weekend and why? We have Loida's Adventure says, yes, because I need to go home to San Antonio. All right.
Where's she from?
I don't know. Let us know, Loida's.
Okay. All right.
We also have another one here. I'm going to try. Ellie A. Rod says, no, 4th of July is canceled. I don't know.
Wow. Man, you just canceled before. I mean, I can understand you not wanting to travel on 4th of July, but I didn't know they canceled it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that anywhere, did
And
you?
I think this other individual saying here that no prices and temps probably not going to travel here. So, yeah.
You going anywhere?
We are actually driving up to Waco. Visit the in-laws.
Okay, Waco. All right, that sounds like a.
So we'll be on
really
I-35 this weekend. I know.
You and a million other people.
There we go. But again,
Toll
gas
road.
prices. Oh, hey, there you go.
I know,
But
you
again,
gotta
gas
pay,
prices.
Man, you can get around Austin
little
really
lower.
fast. You go to Toll Road.
But those gas prices, just drop it down just a
That's-
little bit
that's
lower.
all right.
Yeah. So good luck to anyone out there that's going to travel.
So you're off
gonna
on Monday?
fly. I know. I'll be here. I'll be
You'll
back.
be back?
Yeah, it's going to be a
Wow.
quick trip.
Quick trip to Waco. Sick and bears.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. That's good. So if you're traveling, be careful. Huh? Go to Spurs. If you're traveling,
Oh,
be
boy,
careful. All right,
yeah.
so let's talk. We were trying to end on a good note. I don't know if this
Yes.
is going to be a good note or not for people. But first, it was DeJounte Murray. He got
Yeah.
traded the other day. Spurs got a whole slew of draft picks for DeJounte Murray.
Yes,
'cause,
they did.
You know, they traded him in his prime. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a good thing. And then yesterday, we found out that Lonnie Walker's no longer a San Antonio Spur.
That was fast. Yeah.
So, you know, he got his qualifying offer pulled from the Spurs. They said,
Yeah.
we're not giving you this offer anymore because we got 3 young guys in the draft, and so we're going to work with them.
Yeah. So,
then-
where is
now-
Lonnie going, by the way?
Let me say this earlier. Of all the places that a Spur can go,
Yeah,
he
so
goes to the Lakers. It's like, oh man, that's just
a little
that's
painful.
a double pain right
Yeah,
there.
it's a little
That hurts
painful.
Bad.
So Lonnie
Lakers?
is out, and this may not be the end of it, but right now, David, the longest tenured Spur is none other than Jakob Poeltl. All right, who would have ever thought that? Look at Justin.
Man,
Justin's a
Jakob Poeltl.
Jakob fan. For
And he's
sure.
been there for how long? 3 years?
4 maybe? He
Three?
came, because he
Three,
came
four?
over with DeMar.
He came over with DeMar in that Kawhi trade.
Yeah,
So all right, so we wanted to real quick review who we think could be the starting 5. There's
Okay.
and you know and Justin pointed this out earlier. I mean, there's DeJounte Murray's tweet thanking San Antonio, and that's one thing we have seen with these young guys. Even
Yeah.
even
Oh,
as
Jock
DeJounte
Landale.
leaves, even Jock Landale, even as Lonnie leaves.
Yep.
These are some class guys. I mean, they got
They are.
themselves
Yeah.
into the community. They made themselves available to the Spur fans, and they did a lot of work in the community, like the Spurs do.
Yeah.
And so it was, it was a pleasure watching them, and you can only wish them the best of
Yeah,
luck.
and Lonnie had the Lonnie Walker Foundation, and I'm assuming
so-
he'd probably, maybe takes part of that charitable efforts out to LA with him. Wherever he's going to go, he's going to do it because he still does a lot of stuff also back home in Pennsylvania with his organization there. But they just had a golf tournament, so they raise a lot of money
Yeah.
locally here with that
So,
foundation.
and we appreciate everything they do for the community. So, but real quick, we were just talking about who could be the starting 5 right now, if we don't see any more changes. And so we're
This will be
looking
a
at
fun game.
Jakob,
Yeah.
Keldon Johnson,
Oh, we still have him.
Josh Primo. I know, and Keldon's got a bobblehead, so that might not be a good thing.
boy.
Josh Primo, Devin Vassell, and Doug McDermott as your starting 5.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, you know what? I'm not super thrilled about it, but
Okay.
and Doug McDermott must be like, what is going on here? It's like,
And also, as you
Yeah.
chew on that one, we just wanted to throw this out there. So free agency is
underway.
right?
It is.
And we just wanted you to see some of the huge
is insane.
numbers
Yeah.
that's being tossed around for some of these guys. Okay, Nikolai Jokic.
Yep.
Okay, he's the 2-time MVP. So you figure he's going to get some money, but did you figure he's going to get $264 million for playing basketball?
It is the highest contract in NBA history, David, for Nikola
Unbelievable.
Jokic.
Unbelievable. Devin Booker plays for the Suns. He got 4 years, $224 million.
Oh my God, yeah. John Morant, you see right there, 4 years, 226.
And that's like a rookie extension, I think.
Yeah, it is. That is.
And then we were talking earlier, T-Wolves actually trying to do something. They might actually be a team that's that needs to be reckoned with. Karl Anthony Towns, 4 year, $224 million. And remember Kyle Anderson?
I do, former Spur.
Look, he's going to play for the team. He's slow-mo, but he got some fast money. $9 million a year for 2 years.
Ooh, yeah,
So,
it's a lot of money being thrown around out there. Kevin Durant's asking for a trade, so man, this
Justin
is
Horn looking for his deal. He's like, hey, I can score 40 on a night.
I've seen Justin hoop. He can get,
Not
he can
anymore.
get some.
Not anymore. His elbows.
Oh, no, you got elbow
they're gone.
problems?
Yeah.
You'll just give 6 fouls, dude. That's you'll just come
So-
out there.
Just-
give
yeah.
a hack a.
Yeah.
hack
That's
a
okay. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I was tired of talking about the weather,
Okay.
Okay.
so I decided to bring trivia
Wow.
with history
Oh,
involved.
man. Okay.
So, it's almost Independence Day, almost July 4th. So here is your question. Which of these presidents did not die on July 4th? Meaning 3 of them did.
So
That
means
is shocking. I think that's
3
the
presidents
biggest.
died.
Yes. So
shock out
Thomas
of this
Jefferson,
question.
John Adams, Calvin Coolidge, or James Monroe.
I'm going with James Monroe. I have no idea.
Okay.
Were these? I feel like Thomas Jefferson was in that musical Hamilton, and I think they said that he did die on July 4th.
Okay.
Actually,
Maybe.
Thomas Jefferson was way before the musical Hamilton. He was just, they just played.
You know what? Let's go see
get that?
Calvin Coolidge.
Hey, man, you are correct.
Was it Calvin Coolidge?
Calvin Coolidge?
When did he die?
Oh,
So I don't know when he died, but I can tell you he was born on July 4th.
Oh,
What in
man.
the-
So there's a lot of fun facts here. So
That's
Calvin
a-
Coolidge was born on July 4th, 1872. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both died on the same day, July 4th, 1826.
Whoa.
And James Monroe died on July 4th, 1831.
Wow.
what in the
Some fun
world?
facts for you.
That's some pretty good trivia.
I like
There
that.
you go.
Very cool.
Listen,
I like
weather,
this.
the weather
history.
is a
I know
little
you're a big history.
So
guy, too.
4 of them were either born or died on
Correct.
July 4th.
correct. Pretty wild stuff, huh?
That is.
Independence
Yeah.
Day. There you go.
Thank you to the musical Hamilton.
Yeah.
Or Hamilton the
Give
musical.
you some fun facts.
He's like, I didn't know Thomas Jefferson until he was in musical Hamilton.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alec.
He goes back a few more years than Hamilton.
Anyway.
It was good, though.
Anyway, let's go outside for you. We got blue skies and temperatures at 85 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 69. That means we still have a feels like temperature. Heat index is 89. That's what it feels like outside when you factor in the humidity. Forecast for today, we're going to see a couple of pop-up showers or storms. About a 20% chance of seeing that. It'll be hit or miss stuff. Most of us stay dry, but there is an opportunity for a couple cooling showers today. Let's hope. The rain chances will pretty much die down by 7 o'clock, so if you have evening plans, just know that most of this goes away. It should be fine if you're going to be out and about later today. We do it all again tomorrow. 20% chance Saturday at 3 o'clock, and then basically 3 o'clock to 7 p.m. is kind of our window to see a couple pop-up showers. After tomorrow, rain chances go away, and we're headed towards some big-time heat. It'll be hot today, too. 99 degrees, the forecast dice, some triple digits on the map. Now, you see 75 there at Bernie. That's because the model is picking up on the idea that there could be a shower or two that would cool temperatures down. We'll see. Otherwise, the other big story is a lot of heavy rain along the Texas coast, Houston over to Lake Charles. That's associated with some tropical moisture that's moving in. It never developed, but it just brought some good rain to parts of far east Texas. We missed out. There is a new tropical storm, though. That would be Bonnie. Winds are at 40 miles per hour, gusts to 50. It's way down here in the Caribbean. This is interesting. So this is going to cross over Central America, so places like Costa Rica and Nicaragua will get a lot of heavy rain out of this. It should hold together as it crosses over, kind of the skinny part there of Central America. And once it does, actually gets to keep its name. This has only happened 19 times before, where a system has crossed over into a different ocean, but it would stay as Tropical Storm Bonnie and then eventually become Hurricane Bonnie as it moves a little bit closer to Mexico.
Why is that?
Why is what?
Why does it get to keep its name?
Because it held together. If it had fallen apart and then reformed, it would get a different name.
Okay.
It's just the rules. I don't make the rules.
Well, no, that's fine. I just didn't. I just
Go
wondered.
Bonnie.
Go Bonnie. Okay, fireworks forecast. If you're heading out to the fireworks shows Monday night, Temperatures will be in the 90s. It'll be kind of toasty. Mostly sunny skies, though, or mostly clear skies, I should say. Should be really good for all the shows going on Monday night for July 4th. And we'll be looking at 100 degrees during the afternoon on July 4th. A lot of triple digits next week. I feel like we're familiar with this forecast. We had a brief reprieve, and now we're right back at it next week, guys.
But see, that's why I
had
ask
to
him.
go to 100.
I ask him questions because he's so smart, and
He is.
then I can walk around and repeat what he says, and
Just
then I look smart.
regurgitate that
I
information.
do.
There you
See,
go.
and I can say, well, I just
So
know
if it
why
ever comes up in conversation,
Bonnie
wow,
keeps her name because she stayed intact.
I glean
Yeah.
all the knowledge off you guys about the Spurs and everything else. So
college football as
mutually
well.
beneficial
That's
here.
good.
See how it works?
We got a lot going on. Yeah, we didn't even talk about college football. That is wild.
Ooh, that's a whole
UTSA
nother-
is going to end up in the Big 12.
I think the listeners
I was
are-
like, I don't want to hear
producers
it.
like, no, we don't have time for that. Not today.
But real
come back
quick,
with that later.
David, we're talking about 4th of July. Obviously, want everyone to stay safe out there, whatever
Right.
it is that you do,
Yep.
fireworks. If you don't, not going to do that. But we have an article on KSAT.com that says fireworks and festivals. July offers plenty of things to do in San Antonio. So we got some stuff here. If people are still looking to make some plans.
On the website?
On the website. Mary Claire Patton putting it together. Thank you,
Hot
Mary
dogs
Claire.
and hamburgers.
Oh, you can't go wrong
What
with
else
that,
you
right?
need?
Yeah. That
Some
should have been one of the
fireworks.
questions we asked. What's
Yeah.
your 4th of July?
Do you
go-to
prefer a
food?
hot dog or a hamburger on 4th of July?
Both.
One of each?
One of each.
Boom.
Let's do both. Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah, you guys have a great
holiday.
holiday weekend. We will be back here next week on KSAT News Now.
Or we'll see you back here at noon on KSAT 12.
That's true.